Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So most of the parents have this concern, how can we reduce screen time for our child? ज़्यादातर पेरेंट्स का सिर्फ यही क्वेश्चन होता है कि मैम चाइल्ड वॉचेज अ लॉट ऑफ वीडियो, द चाइल्ड हैज़ इवन टीनेजर्स का भी होता है, adolescents के पेरेंट्स का भी यही कंसर्न होता है. Now firstly we need to understand why the child is getting so much attached to the screen. Usually what has been seen is a child is getting a sense of accomplishment from that. Try and understand it from this example. When an adult watches a web series, तो सबसे पहले adult जो like if I let's take my example, I don't watch that many web series, but still मैं सबसे पहले क्या sentence बोलूँगी कि you know what, I finished 10 episodes, I finished the whole season and I know the whole story. So मैं ग्रुप में जाके बोलूँगी कि यू नो व्हाट, दिस इज व्हाट आई डिड. यस, लास्ट नाइट आई वॉच द होल एपिसोड्स ऑफ फ्रेंड्स, एंड मेरा फ्रेंड्स फेवरेट शो है. आई वॉच द होल एपिसोड्स ऑफ फ्रेंड्स, फर्स्ट सीजन मैंने फिनिश कर लिया है एंड आई नो द होल स्टोरी एंड आई रियली रियली लाइक दिस पर्टिकुलर पार्ट. अब इससे मैंने क्या बताया, मेरे लिए ये मेरे डे का जो मैंने कल रात को किया ये बेस्ट चीज़ थी. मुझे इससे अकम्पलिशमेंट लग रहा है कि यार ओ माई गॉड, आई फिनिश 10 होल एपिसोड्स इन वन डे, बिकॉज मेरे पास और कुछ है ही नहीं from my life to share, to gain that accomplishment, to gain that appreciation. मेरे पास नहीं है. Now try and understand it from a kid's perspective. When a kids enter a classroom, the child has no other thing than to tell, you know what, I was playing this particular game and my score is this. Now when the child, other children in this group, they hear, oh, your score is this but mine is this, next day the child will go back at home and play the game, make sure that he beats that particular score, or at least he is able to crack some code or something which he can share with the friend circle. Now from this example we can understand how the sense of accomplishment difference कि I am superior, not a negative way, but होता है कि we want, human beings want to feel that sense कि हाँ we are different, we are in a way better, डिफरेंट एंड बेटर. तो वो उसे कैसे फील हो रही है, जैसे उसका स्कोर बढ़ रहा है. दैट इज मोर एडिक्शन टू द स्क्रीन टाइम. आई एम टेकिंग जस्ट वन एग्जाम्पल, इट कैन हैपन इन एनी मेनी डिफरेंट वेज एज वेल. Now if parents, like I am aware of it that this can happen in the near future, so parents from a very early on, what they can do is they can make sure when the child is growing, they start developing certain things around the child. They start giving the child certain I would say prompts, like sports में enroll कर दिया, to make sure the child gets that accomplishment feeling उसे मिले, but from something that is more healthy. Same cheese, maybe a child can be introduced to reading. The same thing, maybe a child can be introduced to some extracurricular activities, where maybe a painting class where the child is able, so वो explore करे कि उस बच्चे की क्या potential है, and according to that वो बच्चे को they make the child more motivated towards that particular activity. Why am I saying it? Now understand it. The same child, let's say 6-7 साल की एज में, you have introduced the child to taking an example of, let's say, sports or football. Now when this child is early morning getting up early, making sure that he or she doesn't miss the practice that he or she has to go for, to make sure that he is doing, to make sure that she or he is doing better in that particular sport. When this child is going to go to school at 7:30 in the morning, the child has already got that sense of feeling कि यार आई हैव डन समथिंग. मैं ऑलरेडी ये नहीं सुबह उठ के सिर्फ आ गया हूँ स्कूल में, आई हैव ऑलरेडी डन, आई हैव वेंट फॉर माई प्रैक्टिस. सो ये नहीं कि उसने अच्छा किया, बट जस्ट गोइंग फॉर प्रैक्टिस मेक्स द चाइल्ड फील कि नहीं, येस आई हैव डन समथिंग बिफोर आई कम टू स्कूल. तो चाहे स्कूल में उसको डांट भी पड़ जाएगी, उसको फीलिंग है कि नहीं, ओ यू नो व्हाट, आई डिड दैट score in football and I know that I'm good at it. So what will happen, this will give the child a sense of feeling that it's okay if I don't know this, I know something that I'm good at. This will help the child build that confidence. And at the same time, it is stated that when children go for certain sports activities, they make the brain calmer. So usually it is seen that people who are in sports, their mind is more calmer. And there's one more thing that I want to talk about. It also leads to Yes, it also leads to how the brain becomes, physical activity can also lead to change in the activities of the brain, changing the whole format of the brain, which can also be from positive to negative. Sorry. So it is also studied that physical activities have so much strength in them that they can also lead change in the whole structure of the brains from negative to completely positive. It makes the brain much more calmer from the all the chaos that happens. It makes the brain much more calmer. It is much more focused. So parents, please understand, अगर आप बहुत ही इनिशियल टाइम से ये चीज़ ऑब्जर्व नहीं करोगे हाउ योर चाइल्ड इज फोकसिंग मोर ऑन स्क्रीन टाइम एंड हाउ इट इज अफेक्टिंग द चाइल्ड, देन लेटर ऑन जाके आप उसको क्वेश्चन नहीं कर सकते हो कि ओ यू डू सो मच स्क्रीन टाइम, यू नो व्हाई डोंट यू रीड अ बुक. ऐसे नहीं होता है. चिल्ड्रन डू व्हाट दे ऑब्जर्व. सो इफ यू आर गोइंग टू टेक अ बुक एंड रीड, देन ओनली द चाइल्ड विल टेक अ बुक एंड रीड. ऐसे नहीं कर सकते हो आप तो काउच पर बैठ कर टीवी देखो एंड देन यू टेल द चाइल्ड, you know what, it is good to read a book before going to sleep. It doesn't work like that. We also, as adults don't just take up habits. We also need so much effort and time. In the same way, kids also need so much observations, and then only it has to be, बहुत ही ज़्यादा implicitly उस चीज़ को स्टार्ट किया जाता है to make sure that the child picks it up in a natural way. We are doing it, we know, but we don't have to be explicit about it. We have to be very implicit so that the child doesn't think यार ये मुझे करने को बोला गया, क्योंकि कल even if someone is going to tell me, Kusum, can you do this, I'll not do it because I don't want to do it. But if it has to be given, presented as a choice, Kusum, this is something that I was struggling with, do you think that you want to do it? You can take your time, you can do whenever you feel like. It will be like, oh, the person wants the work to be done, so but मुझे कैसे लगेगा कि it is my choice. I am I am the one who's deciding it. मैं करूँगी उसे, of course, but it will be, I'll feel that it was my choice and I chose to do it. But from the other end, it was the other way around. So just try and figure out these things, and I hope this video helps you.